Hello guys, this is another video that how you can understand the characteristic of stocks. Each stock, each company has its own definite characteristics. How you can know that what is the characteristics of one stock? For that, you don't need to observe the daily time frame. You need to go back to weekly or monthly time frame. See, if the stock has a history of more than 10-12 years, you can't see just observe the one year chart, 2 year chart. You just want to go through from switching to daily to weekly, and you can see one good chart. If there is a history of more than 8 years, 10 years, just switch to monthly. You will gonna have a better way, right? Now by seeing this, what you can conclude? Just tell me. Right, this is the long-term chart of Tata Motors, right? By seeing this, it started, the data is available from 1991. What you can conclude? The stock went up, then down, then up, then down, then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, then down, then up, down, then up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down, then down. Yes, this is the characteristic of stock. By seeing this, you can you able to find any trend line, something parallel lines that you can draw. These are the points, right? Tip, 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 tip. Try to connect the dots if possible. See, while drawing the trend lines, you need to have keep in mind that the trend line should have connect at least three dots. One, two, three, 4, 5. This is good. By seeing this, what you have observed, right? Just tell me, from past 1992 to till now, the price tried to move upward of this parallel line and it failed. Again, it didn't move. Again, here it tried to break out and then again fell. Then tried, it's not right. It just touched and again coming back. By seeing this, how you can conclude is like this is the parallel line which is respected by Tata Motors stock. So this is the overall monthly time frame. This is where, okay, let me remove this. This is where I'll show you that investment in single stock does not make any sense for long time. Like long term means like some people will say more than 5 years, 10 years, right? Because stocks work in specific cycles. If you have invested in the top example, if you have invested in November 14, and if you say for next 10 years, 6 years, it is fall complete for 372 40 rupees. How much for 90%? 90% gone, 90% gone. If you have invested here to here, then you would have made like, let's say if you have invested, if you have exited 1400% returns, then again 50% off. Stocks work in cycle. You need to understand the charts before entering. You need to understand what is the history of the chart. See, what's the point in you entering here thinking that it will make, because historically there has been resistance. I have drawn the parallel line, right? Historically it is respecting the lines. After, if it is breakout, here the breakout failed. If it has breakout, there may be another chart forming, either trend line, parallel line, doesn't matter. Some stocks will move constantly, but like compounding, and it just don't move like parallel, right? So if you consider the recent, this is the monthly time frame which I am using. Then I'll come to weekly and then daily. If you can see this, there is huge fall from COVID. There is got a huge fall. Because arising of this candle only, there is a massive fall from almost 2015. There is already fall. In this fall of bear market, it got accelerated. It tried to up move here. It tried to up move here by compressing almost 4 months of candles by the single month in October 2019. But uh, but the thing is like the COVID, which can't be resisted by anything, right? So it got massive down. And again, because of this investment or something, the entry by some big people, and after the COVID, and again from March it started a clear reversal. It went 40 rupees, 42 rupees it went, right? And then they formed a doji candle. When doji candle is formed at the bottom, see, it is in V shape. In the V shape, it is, if it is formed on the bottom, it indicates the price is going to move upwards. Typically, see, we should talk in probabilities. We can't assure you anything that it will move upwards or downwards. We should have some probability, and we should have our own stop loss. And I'm not speaking in, you should look at monthly charts. Of course, if you're a swing trader, you should focus, your time frame should be daily. And if you're investor, positional trader, I would suggest weekly, not necessarily monthly. You can consider weekly or monthly. It's up to your choice for investors and position trading. For swing trading, I would highly request for daily time frame. Yes, suggest. Then doji formed, and again the green candle, it tried to up move, but because of this huge volume present, the sellers got dominated and crushed. But anyhow, in the month end, buyers take over. Again, same thing. But sell, but buyers are trying their best. Buyers are trying their best. You can see in this candle, it is price more closer here, and next month, next beginning of the month, it opened here, and again it closed on the previous month high. Complete candle is closed, right? If not the way, at least the candle close has been completed by another month, and then again huge candle. It shows that there is some sort of change is happening internally. Some heavy investment buying is going on by some investors, PEs, venture capitalists, mutual funds, anyone, typically retailers also you can consider. Because of this huge high candle, it crossed this volatility month, 2nd March, and then again there will be pauses. There will be pauses in the bull run also. See, again 2 3 months pauses. This is one candle, 1 month, second candle, almost 3 months, right? And then again up move, and then again you got pause like around 5 6 months, 6 months, then again up move. And here, after all this euphoria and up move, you need to understand every stock moves in cycles, I said you earlier, and every stock take pauses after significant run. If you can see this run, 620%, 620% in a matter of how many months? Yes, almost like 16 months. In 16 months, 1600%. It's massive, right? So it took some rest. Nicely. Nicely took some rest. It didn't fall. It didn't fall this candle. It didn't went below this candle. In fact, it stood off of this candle. Off of this candle. It didn't fall. In all these months, it spent nicely how many months? Almost 17 months. 17 months it spent almost 17 months. In spite of 17 months, it could not broke this candle, stating there is still fire left in this stock. And again you could see the up move. When up move starts, generally the candle will be full. There will be no wick. See, there will be no wick. If you want to see here also, there is wick on the lower side but not on the upper side. You could not see any wick. This is high. This is like buyers are in full control. There is no point of sellers entering at any cost. There is no wick. If it is formed in the week monthly time frame, like I'm saying, in while trading, if the price goes up, buyers are covering up, buyers are purchasing massively. There is no point of giving option for the sellers to crush. So here again, if we got this like, and lower side no wick, upper side no wick, complete candle, then again up move started for 4 months and then pass for 3 months, same it will happen. And then again up move, and then again if you can see, it is slightly green candle you can see that. And if you can see that there is a high wick going on here, right? High wick, kind of wick here it says that sellers are trying to crush. And here if you can see that buyers sellers are crushed to a significant level, and the buyers came back so strongly that they tried to push price upwards. And next month, following month, big red candle covering almost past 2 months. If it is covering almost past 2 months means, and the thing is like, there is some wick, it shows some amount of buyers are there still present. So that's why we got next day green candle, that is hammer, right? The green candle. And the next day the price went further up. Price went further up, formed high green candle. And next thing you need to see that it formed hammer. When hammer formed at the top of the stock, top of the cycle, it indicates the price is going to fall, right? And if you can see this, there is some weakness going on from past 4 months. See, any stock, it shows if it is completely going to break for next like 20, 30%, 50%, 60%, there will be indication priorly. There will be indication priorly because of the weakness, high wicks. On monthly times, high wicks means the price is very volatile in the daily time frame, weekly time frame, right? So here it closed on the exact same peak, almost 1% gap. It closed in the red day. Sellers tried to crush this price down on the same month, but buyers effectively forced it and took the price upwards. And but sellers are so huge that it can't. The buyers could not control that price. Buyer could not take the price to the upwards, and again the next formed a very high candle. These 2 months compressed almost the months of the price. See, if you can see this, it's almost crushed the price of till now March, almost 4 months. So it's an indication that huge selling is going to happen further. And if you can see, there is further fall. And here, after this complete fall, the buyers formed a candle. See, I would suggest, see, when there is a red candle, price opens here, closes here, and if the price need to move upwards, when it is formed green candle, it exactly opened this way and it closes here. But buyers want to take the price to the upwards, but sellers crushed the price and took it, and here it is weak. And next again, massive selling went, and then again it closed at it, and it tried to move, but again it qualified because of wicks. See the wicks. See the wicks. Sellers are dominating, but buyers try to push, but sellers can't. They crush it up. See here, you can see that there is doji, one doji. I told you, when the doji is formed at the bottom, exactly here, it indicates when the price hmm, when the price is downwards, moving downwards, and doji is formed here. It indicates, generally indicates price is going to move upward. Here price is went down, and if it is formed doji, and the next candle also signifies that there is some movement from here, because it is doji, right? Indecision, and next candle is green, it significantly sells. But next candle also red, next candle also red, and it is doji, and it shows that very indecision. We can't say that because the price is in massive up down, and there is this big candle in February month, it could not cover any candle in spite of forming doji. If this candle is closer above this line, above this red candle 437, then it would, we can say that the price is going to be further up move. So since it is then the next candle is formed doji, we can't assure you that whether the price rises again, and there comes the fall, massive fall again, and then again fall, then again fall. See this candle, the first December, here we have in December only, still the month is not concluded. If this month closes below this opening, see this is opening, this is closing, this is opening, this is closing. If it closes below this, then further fall is clearly expected. We can't tell that when will the fall will last. It may go to some extent, like generally the, if you can see this, zoom out, there is some demand, right? It is supporting this levels, supporting these levels. You can say the price may reach to 250, 236. No one can assure you. It's, I said, it's all about probability game, right? So if you can see the parallel lines also, sometimes the price will move upwards and then again fall, then consolidation for a while, and then again a move. If this fall, no matter what, and if it is anticipated any, if it is snowballed with any crisis, here the crisis like 2008 Lehman Brothers crisis, here dot com bubble crisis, and it will get accelerated. If the stock is in downtrend, if it gets any crisis in the world all over suddenly impacting India, major economies, then the crisis will snowball and completely destroys the price. Same thing happened in COVID, this 2018 crisis, this dot-com crisis. Again, if by any time anything, if anything happens very badly in the next 1 2 years in the all over world respect to India, this price is going to crush, and it may reach the massive again. What are the level? If I draw the parallel line, if it is somewhere around 100 120, it may reach, it may reach. Now if you come to weekly cycle, yes, weekly cycle, there is a price up move from 2023 to massive 2020 2024, and again, despite all these candles, you could not see major red candles. Major red candles means, what do you mean? The red candles which concludes previous 2 to 3 months of green candles, high amount of green candles, where you could see the red candles which concluded the three candles. See, here is a red candle, but which this concluded more than 3 months, past 3 months, it indicates it should go down, but it respected this line and it stayed here. And moreover, this is very volatile. You can say that the price from here it may go down, yes, of course, but the thing is like it went up. This is also a game of probability, right? I told you. So it went up, it went up, and again, if you can see this, of all this up move, 140%, 1 year, 1 year 140%. Then again there is a one big red candle on weekly time frame, that is 11th March 2024. It covered 1 2 almost 2 months, almost 2 months, significant green candles. Here the candles were very less, candles little indecisions, complete wicks, when it is formed complete green candles, and the price the next following month, next following week, the price closed on the previous 1 to 2 weeks. It indicates some sort of bearishness. We can't say that price will collapse from here, because on further next week the price respected this line and it closed upwards, and then again up move, up move, up move. But in spite of 4 weeks, the price could not go beyond this red candle. It indicates that the sellers are fully strong in this line. This is called supply zone resistance. Then again the price got crushed, again up move, then again price got crushed. By seeing this frame, in spite of all these weeks, the, the bearishness is so strong. In spite of greenness in the middle, the bearishness is strong. See, when the buyers try to move, it takes this 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks to move. Like one single candle has been messed, crushed in single week, and the buyers take 4 weeks to reach that level. In spite of 3 to 4 they can't reach, means there is so much bearishness, so much supply side dominated to the buyers, and again the crash, and again the crash. It indicates that some sort of bearishness we need to avoid. If you want to take the entry, if you want to take the entry here further, if you can see this red candle, you need to think that if it is closes above this green candle, you should consider entry. When it happened, it didn't happen. The it just touched the line, but it didn't cross it on this above, right? Didn't form a candle on the following next week. So when it happened, here we got the big green candle on 22nd July 2024, which covers almost the previous all the weeks, and it closed above. It shows that yes, it closed on the top of wick also. Wick also it closed on top of the wick. And the next candle is also green, red from the top again. From the top, and there is a huge wick. In spite of buyers could not take the control, and there is some sort of bearishness. We need to analyze that. We need to have some caution, because all these up movements and pretty for like, see, if you can see, this is from February to August, nearly 5 to 6 months. The price is in same levels, same zone. So, and again the fall happens. When the fall happens, and along with that, if you can see the major indexes, see, if you can see Nifty also at the same time, Nifty also cracked because of FIS outflows and some other macro data, right? So it got accelerated. Whenever I would say that when the stock is in consolidation or bearishness on down move, when any negative news comes, it snowballs and massive fall, massive fall. It tried to up move, but it could not. Now also there is a gap down in the weekly time frame. It's not a daily time frame. Generally it is said that gaps will be filled, but when, we don't know. You can't predict. You should have to read what it is there. See, if you can see that, if you can ignore these three lines, you can see this. There is some support, right? If you can see, there is some kind of support. Here it is respected, and here it also respected. Here respected. Here it tried respected, but here it got gapped down. See, now you need to definitely avoid. You should not buy this stock, because if you think that this gap will be filled, you can buy this stock. You don't know that whether it may go this level, and you can purchase. It will come back another 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, 2 years, 5 months. We don't know, or by chance it may close here, and it may form the green candle in single day, and then again the further price may close. You can't guarantee that, right? So that's why it's better to avoid, because of all this form. It is better to avoid. If you want, I also have an indicator named Bajrang Bali. Yes, you can see that. This is the EMA line, EMA 30. See, here the price went up more, right? Here the price went nicely on the EMA, and again it got consolidated, and again it breached the EMA. If you are investor or position trader, this is the line you should have respected, and you should have exited whatever the positions you have, because in spite of all this bearishness, it got further accelerated. And see, here this took almost 10-12 weeks, but the price didn't close it above this candle, right? Here within 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks from here, the price got crushed, means the further bearishness is there. And you can see this, there is a red dot coming here. This green dot below the candle signifies there is up movement. This is volatility stop, and I have integrated with this indicator. And when it is candle above, the volatility stops comes above the candle, it signifies further there is fall. See, here comes the green candle, here it indicates, but the fall is so much that it got accelerated again. Right now, if you look, there is a gap down, and again it is, they had dots on the above the candle, it signifies further bearishness, right? And another thing, it is indicates lower low. See, this is low, this is low, lower low, and again from this low the price went up, then closed it down, then formed up. This is higher low, this is low low, this is higher low. Higher low indicates in green and lower low indicates red. And now if you are a swing trader, you should come for daily. See, in daily time frame, sometimes you'll get a chart, it looks very beautiful in the past 6 months, though not this chart. This chart itself, if you consider past 6 to 8 months, it is in bearish trend. Bearish, 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 bearish. Definitely I would avoid. If sometimes if the chart looks good in daily time frame, you just shift to weekly time frame and look how it is, whether there is any V stop at above the candle, below the candle, and then again you proceed with that. See, if you see, there is in daily time frame, there is no point, there is no clear indication, there is any chart that you can follow. Here your objective should be, if you are swing trading, try to be in the near stocks which has 52, which are making 52 weeks high, and which are to be 52 weeks less than 20%, less than 10%, so trying to move. In these stocks, it is just downside, just ignore, just ignore. If you are investor position trading, just look weekly charts, and you need to have exited here only, need to have exited. See, you could have saved the capital. See, if you have here also, you got 10% hit, 10% hit. You say like we got 10%. If you have stayed, what is it? 50%. 50% of your capital wiped off. Whatever the stock you have bought, in that 50% of positions got wiped off. So I would highly recommend you to switch to weekly time frame if you are investors or swing position trader. Don't buy stories, just see what the chart is saying, because it is everything is factored in this chart only. Anyone fundamental, technical, anyone, if you want to make money, it is clear indication that you need to look charts. If you are buying the story that is Tata having 80 to 90% market share in electric vehicles, everything, how long the story lasts? Story is forever, story is like good, but what is the point if you have 50% downtrend, and if you are having holding the story, you are fooled.